Hey friends, it's Sharika. How are you guys doing today? All right, so today I am going to share with you my 2024 goals. Wait a minute. Yeah, I already shared my 2024 financial goals, but today I'm going to share my overall goals. One thing about just the journey of just life is there's just so much more than finances. And I believe at one point, I know at one point in my life, I was just so focused on my finances and getting out of debt. I was slacking in everywhere of my life. And so this is going to be the year of balance for me. And I want to sprinkle a little bit of me everywhere I need to, everywhere it needs to go. And so now I'm not only working on my finances, but I'm working on several areas of my life, which everyone is doing. I mean, we can't just all focus on finances, right? We have our families, we have our jobs, we have just trying to beat our health and wealth. There's so many other things that are going on in our lives. It's hard to just focus on one thing. So I just wanted to share with you the other goals that I have for 2024 so that you can see what other things that I'm trying to accomplish during this journey. So here we go, my 2024 goals. So first, let's talk about the health and wellness goals. So my first health and wellness goal is going to be to get down to 180 pounds. As you can see, at the end of January, I plan to track all of my goals at the end of the month to see where I'm at. At the end of January, I was 241 pounds. It is important to me to get down to 180 pounds because that's a healthy weight for me. I am 5'7". Honestly, I would be happy around 180 to 200, but I'm going for the gold, 180. That's going to be my perfect spot for me. Um, this is going to be perfect for me about just it's healthy and I will feel a lot better going forward with my plastic surgery process. I don't have to do that, but this is just something that I want to do. Getting down to a lower weight so it'll be like the weight that I want to stay at for the rest of my life or just maintain for the rest of my life. How do I plan to accomplish this? I plan to continue using my personal trainer. I can afford it and it is something that is good for me. Keeping my muscles going, keeping my blood pumping, all of the things. And so I go Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for 30 minutes and he kicks my butt. And I am not mad at it because it's healthy. So I'm going to continue to use the personal trainer to move. I work from home and so I'm sitting all the time. I don't really go anywhere. So I need that little bit of push to get to this goal. Also, I plan on meal prepping a little bit more and I've got another goal attached to that. That's going to help me get to this ultimate goal of getting down to 180 pounds. What's my reward for this? It's going to be confidence. I'm going to feel, like I said, I'll feel better about going into the plastic surgery and I'll just feel a little bit better about myself. I mean, I'm happy at where I'm at. I be rocking what I be rocking, but I can always do a little bit better. Okay, my second goal is going to be eating meal prep food for about 75% of the time. As you see, the status of that at the end of the month was January was my birthday month. Epic fail. I was on vacation. I was, and going out to dinners, door dashing. I was busy. It just wasn't working. This is the biggest place that I struggle. I've always been a workout girly. I don't mind working out. I love lifting weights, but food, that's my problem. So this is very important to me because ultimately to get to that goal weight, ultimately to have more energy and sleep better and do all the things just to maintain a nice healthy life as I get older. I mean, I'm in my 40s now and I can already feel it. Things are trying to go downhill, but I want to prevent that. So I need to start eating the meal prep food. I need to start actually cooking for myself and not door dashing or eating out all the time. I love food and it's a problem and I need to work on it. So I need to be very intentional this year about prepping my foods and actually eating it. How do I plan to accomplish this? Finding some easy things that I like. I don't want to focus too much on just the healthiness of it, honestly. I think if I'm just going to be cooking, that's going to be uh, better for me, getting better at cooking myself and eating that food at home. Focus on enjoying the results. I honestly focus too much on enjoying food. I love food. Ooh, I love some good savory food. And I need to stop that. I need to love my body, love how I feel, love my sleep, love my health, love my energy, all that other stuff. So it's a mindset shift that I'm going to do this year. And this is the year for it, 2024. You know what I mean? I'm not going into 45 with some of the health issues. I don't really have health issues, but I just feel I want more energy. I want to lose this weight. I want better sleep. And I know food is the biggest key to that. So that's how I plan to accomplish the goal, just being more intentional about it. What is my reward? It's going to be confidence. It's going to be confidence. It's going to be better sleep. It's going to be more energy, all of those things. And so, of course, if I do both of these things, the working out and the meal prepping, the reward's going to be more clothes. But ultimately, I'll be happier when I buy those more clothes. And the next goal is going to be stick with the personal trainer. This is not going to be a hard goal for me to complete. Like I said, I can afford it. I just got to make sure I stick to my budget so that I can afford it. Sticking to the budget is going to be key. As I get older, this goal is important because as I get older, I want to have adequate muscle in my body, just maintain that life. We talked about that earlier. But I need to, I will only accomplish this if I keep it in the budget. Keep it, stop overspending on random things. Stop eating out. I tell you, I spend so much on DoorDash, it doesn't even make any sense. All the DoorDash that I did in 2023 could pay for the personal trainer in 2024. So I have to prioritize that and make sure that I'm doing what I need to do financially so that I can have this goal for my physical health. January, I missed 1 week due to vacation, but I'm counting that as complete because I saw every day that I was in Maryland, I was with a trainer, or at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, and then my reward for all these health and wellness goals is really going to be confidence overall. I want to start this plastic surgery process. If you've seen my budget goals, I want to get a tummy tuck, an arm lift, and a breast lift, and I want to get that started. I've been talking about this to myself for years, and I've got my doctor picked out. I've got my quotes. I just haven't done it. So I'm ready to just get this thing on the roll, especially by the time I turn 45, at least next year when I turn 45. Um, why is this goal important to me? It's something I've wanted for a long time. I just need to get it done and get it past me. I used to be a lot heavier and I lost a significant amount of weight. I still have a little bit more weight to go, but because I lost a significant amount of weight, I have that extra skin. I've got the extra skin on my arms and on my tummy, and everybody's like, oh, be comfortable in the skin you're in. I am, but I would like a tummy tuck and an arm lift. So, with that said, I need to get this process started. How do I plan to accomplish this goal? So, as you see in my financial goals, I have them pretty much in order. I want to put aside $5,000 cash so that I can have for some of those expenses. And I plan to save that up throughout the year. I If I can save that $5,000 in cash for the deposit and the expenses, then I would not mind financing this goal. Like I said, it's something that I've always wanted. I do plan on checking in with one more doctor, but I'm pretty sure I'm settled on who I want. But while I'm saving the money, there's no harm in doing some additional research. I have not even done anything in January, so I'm not sure if I'll even do anything in February. I think once I get closer to the financial goal, I'll actually start working on this goal. So, what's my reward? Additionally, confidence. My next goal is I want to do 250 days with no alcohol. So while I was on my cruise, I was reading this book, and it's on here, "Quit Like a Woman" by Holly Whitaker. Um, and I found another book about the dangers of drinking. Let me tell you, after a nice day of work, I love a nice glass of wine. But ultimately, as I get older, this wine is not loving me. I can tell how my body feels, the inflammation and the weight that does not drop. Um, when I drink alcohol, and when I'm going on vacation and I'm taking margaritas or mojitos or whatever, I can see the correlation between me drinking alcohol and how it is affecting my body. Things that did not happen in my 20s and 30s, but things are definitely changing. I'm realizing more and more that it is not good for me. Mentally, I'm more tired when I drink. The scale does not want to move. And first of all, and I mean, lastly, the drinks are expensive. Drinks are expensive. It doesn't make any sense that the drinks are the same price as the appetizers. So, um, I'm not going to say I'm going to go cold turkey. No, but I'm going to try to go for 250 days. So, as of January, at the end of January, I did 10 days without alcohol. Um, and like I said, it's nothing major. It's just, hey, logging off of work and getting a nice glass of wine while typing up some reports, working on something on my computer, or watching a movie. A glass of wine a day. And I know, there's those doctors that say it's healthy for you, a nice glass of red wine every day, but it's about how you feel. And so I've noticed I think 30 days, I think I did 60 days without alcohol last year, and I felt amazing. Why did I stick with it? Because I didn't. But I'm going to try to do better this year. And that's going to help me with my health, and it's going to help me with my weight loss. And that is ultimately the reward. All right, so let's talk about some spiritual and personal growth goals. I want to do the SOAP method 2 days a week. The SOAP method is for diving in deeper into my Bible reading and incorporating some prayer. So, SOAP is for you're writing down the scripture, you're doing your observation about the scripture that you wrote, you're talking about how you plan on applying it to your life, and then the P is for the prayer. You're going to do a prayer at the end of that. I'm not going to go hard and say I'm going to do that every day. I'm just going to say let's do it 2 days a week. I really want to get into getting deeper into the Bible and reading the Bible more. I do listen to the Bible on a regular basis when I'm like moving around or driving or, cleaning, but actually sitting down and getting deeper into the Bible, applying it to my life and observing it, actually analyzing it, what's going on, that's some that's something I haven't done before. And so I really want to work on that in 2024 by doing this 2 days a week. January, I did absolutely nothing. February, I have done it once a week, but I want to get to the goal of getting to a 2 days a week. And then we'll see. I'm trying to develop a habit. Here we go. I need to actually block out the time on my Google Calendar, though. I stick by my Google Calendar. If it ain't on my calendar, it ain't happening. And so a lot of these goals, I need to actually block the time out on my calendar to do them. And ultimately, my reward is going to be spiritual growth at the end of the day. I also want to read 3 spiritual books. I have been addicted to Libby, and listening to books has been absolutely amazing for me as I'm moving around, cleaning, working, whatever. Um, I do have a book goal in my personal growth, but ultimately I want some of those books to be spiritual books. And so as of January, I did no spiritual books. But again, I want to improve my relationship with God. I want to read more about just my spiritual journey outside of going to church on a Sunday. I go to church on Sunday, I serve, all of the things, but there's a part of it that I need to be doing at home, which is like I said, I listen to the Bible. I, listen to different messages, and I'll definitely pray every morning, but I want to go a little bit deeper. If that makes sense to you. So this year I plan to do that, and I plan to use Libby to listen to those books, and my reward is ultimately spiritual growth. I also would like to do a freedom group. So at my church, they have these groups that are called Freedom. And actually, I just registered for the group that is starting in February. And so it's a 10-week group where you're just going through the process of becoming free from different things in your life. And so I'm 44. I've had a life, a lot has happened, and there's a lot that I think I still need to let go of and want to break free from. And so that's the whole purpose of this group. I have always wanted to do it, but I've never made time to do it. And so 2024 is the year to do that. I've already signed up for it. Because of my busy schedule, I need to move some things around so that I can go every single week for the 10 weeks. It's all about being intentional. If this is something that I really desire, I need to make the time for it. So, I signed up for the group. I am in it. I just need to move some things around, and my reward is going to be emotional wellness. Let's talk about my physical environment. In my basement, half of it is finished. The other half, and I have like workout equipment down there. The other half is not finished. Oh, actually, it's finished, but there's no sockets down there. And so I put some things down there, and I realized I've got extension cords running onto the other side of the basement. So I just want to put electric outlets on the other side. I actually have someone today coming to give me a quote on that. In January, he did not reach out to me, so I text him again, and he will actually come today, which is February, to give me the quote on this. This is the final thing that I need to have done in the basement. I mean, there's other things I can do, but I feel like this is really it. Then everything can have like a place, and I won't have, extension cords running across the basement. I can kind of hide them away. And so, how do I plan to accomplish this? Contact two handyman, get quotes. Honestly, I'll probably just contact this one. He's always giving me good quotes. And then save money to actually pay off whatever his quote is. This is something that I want to get done, so I'm going to throw it in my financial goals somewhere. Hopefully, it's not too expensive. And then schedule and get it done. The reward is this will definitely increase my home value, and then the ability to plug things up in the back of the basement. I also want to get rid of 365 items. Huh. The areas of my home that have less stuff always seem to be cleaner, and they also take less time to clean. I don't use a lot of things in my house, but there's areas where I just know I have clutter, and where I find myself taking more time to clean are the areas that I need to actually declutter. My office, my bedroom, my closet. Um, my living room is empty. I've got like a handful of things, and I never have. All I got to do is vacuum, mop, whatever. My salon room, my basement, nothing goes in here. My dining room, empty. Upstairs though, that's a whole nother story. And then like the back room of the basement, the storage area, I can I can I can stand to get rid of some things. And so that is going to be get rid of 365 items. Not in a month, not in a day, but an item a day. So at the end of January, I got rid of 31 things. I plan to get rid of 28 things. In February, one item a day, and I feel like that is reasonable. Not only clothing, but things that are going to go to Goodwill. Also, tossing some things, trashing some things. And I plan to do a video about that. Some of the things that I'm just not buying and getting rid of in order to achieve that semi-minimalism category. How do I plan to accomplish this? Again, decluttering one thing a day, taking monthly trips to Goodwill. I did not take that trip in January. I need to sit down and actually calculate, look at the stuff, and track the stuff that I did for January. And maybe I'll do a video about how I track that stuff for my Goodwill receipts and do my little spreadsheet. And use up the things that I have in this house. Like a lot of it is just a bunch of extra products that I bought because I've just been a product junkie, or clicking on too many Amazon links as I'm watching YouTube. I'm guilty. But using up these things, not rebuying it, all of that. The reward for this is going to be less stuff in my home, which, will make cleaning a lot easier. I need to organize my linen closet. It's a hot mess. I've got my towels in there. So I don't really have like a linen closet. I've got a closet in a random corner of a hallway. It's got towels in there. It's got tools. It's got extra products. It's got cleaning supplies. It's got a little bit of everything. It's in there. I know where everything is. It's not like things are just thrown in there, but I would like to get some like organizers or something to kind of separate everything and clean it out. Also, my tool bag fell over in there, so there's nails and screws all over the place in there as well that I just have not had a chance to clean up. It ain't bad. It's not good. So I want to organize that linen closet. I have not done anything for that in January. I only have one place in the house for my towels, and so I want to make sure it's nice and organized, because this is where I need to get things, and I just like a nice aesthetically organized. Yeah, I love organizing TikTok. and it's so inspiring, but I actually need to do it and stop watching it. So I'm gonna need to schedule a free Saturday, like what a Saturday when I have nothing to do, which is usually never, but I need to actually be intentional, put it on the calendar, block off the day, and just go in there, declutter things, take things out, go to the Container Store, Hobby Lobby, whatever, and get some organizers to get that X section done. And I just really want to have an organized linen closet. I feel better when my areas are all nice and organized and clean. So it's a mental thing. I need to establish a cleaning routine. Um, in January, I purchased the book, the Fly Lady book. And so I need to actually do a cleaning routine so that I'm not always rushing to clean or cleaning at the last minute or waking up at 2 a.m. to clean my house to get things done. I love when my house is nice and clean. In 2023, I had a cleaning lady. She came every month and took care of everything. In between, I would do like little pickup, clean the bathroom, whatever here and there, because I knew she was coming. I'm on a budget. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to save for big things. So the cleaning lady is not coming, which means I need to get on my game with a cleaning routine. It's relaxing to have this clean house, all the things. But me being so busy, it just doesn't happen between all of the side hustles that I have, serving at church, trying to be a good, a good family member, trying to be outside and have a good life, trying to date. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen. My house gets clean, but I need a routine to do it so that it's not exhausting or I'm not waking up at a random time to just make sure I get my laundry done and clean my house. So I need to establish a cleaning routine. Um, I plan to listen to this Fly Lady book. I need to actually read it because I could not listen to it and follow the suggested routine. I've definitely seen a couple of YouTube videos and I'm hopefully will get some ideas from that. And I did look on Etsy and they have like a little checklist. So I feel like that may be easier for me to start off with. So my reward, a clean house, a regularly clean house that I've done and more money in my bank. The next goal is better lighting on my main floor. This is my main floor. So in this area right here, I got okay lighting. Over there, it's very dark. And so when I'm entertaining and having people, I love to entertain. I love to have people at the house, but it's always dark over there. And so I need to find better lighting on there. In January, I looked at HomeDepot.com, didn't really find anything. I'm very finicky. I like what I like. And so when it comes to the lighting or ceiling fans or whatever I'm going to get, um, I want to like it. I don't want to just buy something because I need extra lighting or just throw something in the corner just because I need extra lighting. So I want to find either the perfect ceiling fan or lighting. So I've got to do some more research, obviously. Like I said, HomeDepot.com doesn't have it. I may check out Wayfair, Lowe's until I find that perfect thing. And then actually, when the handyman is here today, I will see if he has any ideas and maybe get a quote for changing out that ceiling fan. Um, but yeah, the reward, a lit living room and more lighting when I'm entertaining. The next goal is to put art in my bedroom. Um, I moved back into my house in, I think, 2021, and my bedroom is pretty bare. It's just a nice big bed. I have what's it called? A storage bed where drawers are underneath. Very simple. Like I said, I'm trying to go for that minimalist category, but I have nothing over my bed and I'm tired of seeing the blank wall. It's very bare and I would like to have something over it. I didn't even look for something in January, but I did get a gift card in January for Home Goods. So I need to look for something, but I also don't want to look for anything gaudy or over the top. So I'm going to go on Pinterest and get some ideas of what I can put over the bed. Hey, I've definitely seen some YouTube videos or TikTok videos of people making stuff. Who knows? But I need to put something over the bed, and that's a goal for the end of the year. All right, let's talk about work and learning. I do sister locks on the side, and I need to stay on track with my numbers. At the end of 2023, I was in the Wave app. The Wave is an accounting app, a free accounting app, and I was in there putting in all the numbers, all the incomes and all the expenses, and at the end of the year, which was a little stressful. So I need to stay on track with those numbers. Last year I had 18 clients. This year I only have 5. So it should be a lot easier, but obviously I didn't do it for January and I need to get on it. So I'm going to put an epic fail there because I have not done it yet, but I need to do this on a monthly basis. I don't have that many clients. I need to stay on track with all of my businesses on a monthly basis so that come December, I'm not rushing or staying up for 24 hours trying to get everything done. Um, Accomplishing this, as you see, a lot of these things are just putting the time on my calendar. Like I said, if it doesn't go into my calendar, it don't happen. And I need to actually do that. This is going to help me have time at the end of the year, less stress, and just more peace going into the year and get my taxes done. Income with the journey. So, my mother and I have a business, The Journey Financial Coaching. We do financial coaching, personal financial coaching, and we just want to increase the income for this year. It's not a big booming business, but it is something that we thoroughly enjoy doing. We thoroughly enjoy coaching individuals and also doing seminars. And so if you're not improving each year, we're like, what are you doing ultimately? So we want to do better than we did last year is the goal. We hired a business coach in order to give us, help us automate some processes and give us some ideas on things we can do to just increase our income for 2024. We did not increase it in January. Honestly, that's because I was on vacation and I really wasn't concerned about anything else but living my best life. And so the reward for that is just increased income, also putting out just the word about just increasing your finances and helping so many people. As you know, the economy is going a little bit left right now. A lot of people need help, and my mom and I we enjoy teaching people, getting people on track. Um, I feel like I didn't go through this financial journey for no reason. And so I definitely want the blessing of me getting out of debt, knowing how to get out of debt. Even though I have the little bit of card left, I want to bless others and help them get there too. Host a live seminar with the journey. In the past, since we started this business, we've been doing a lot of webinars via Zoom and I'm tired of Zoom, one, but I also want to do live seminars. A lot of people don't like Zoom, and I really feel like it'll be more helpful, more hands on if we can do things in person. So, the goal this year is to do a couple of live seminars. We need to look for locations, we need to revise the presentation to incorporate actually working with somebody doing live work. Usually, we're just via, Zoom, and we don't really see what people are doing. And so we want to definitely do a live version of this, and we need to get started on that. We have not done any research on this. The goal, I think, is to maybe do this maybe in the summer and into the fall. We're not going to rush ourselves in the beginning of the year. Like I said, right now we're working with our business coach to kind of just improve some processes, automate some things, and then this is for probably a little bit later in the year. The reward, increased audience and income, consistency on YouTube. So if you have seen my YouTube channel back when I would share my life, I've been on YouTube for years. And I get on and I get off. I get on and I get off. I've been on here forever, and this is something that I thoroughly enjoy though. I just life gets lifing and I never make time for it. I am constantly on here watching you guys and watching other videos. And I enjoy sharing my journey. I enjoy talking to people about the things that I'm going through because I feel like, that's how I learned listening to other people's journey. And so I just pray that, somebody's able to learn from my journey. Um, and so I actually want to accomplish this, even if it's just for a year. I want to be consistent on YouTube. So a minimum of one video a week. I plan ahead, and I need somebody to teach somebody to help me with editing. I think the editing part is what really gets to me. I can record a video anytime, but it's the editing, taking that time to edit when I have so many other things going on. It's been working so far, and I've been doing okay, and I've been keeping on track. So, as you see, for January, I did more than one video a week, and so I'm very excited to accomplish that goal. And I'm on track for February as well. And so, consistency on YouTube is a goal of mine. The feeling of sticking to something that I put my mind to, if I can stick for a whole year, I will be so proud of myself. I don't need nothing else. So let's talk about family and relationships. I want to do a quarterly girls' night. this is important to me. Friendships are important to me. Hanging out with my girlfriends is very important to me. They pour into me like no other. So I want to make this a priority, but it gets expensive. When you are having, I've got friends in different categories and different areas. And sometimes when you're hanging out with this person on this Friday, this person on this Friday, going out, multiple times. Now, I mean, I'd be outside, but I can't do it all the time. And so I really want to I like to entertain, and I really want to spend time with some good quality time with my friends. And so I plan to plan a quarterly girls' night. Um, so that I can just invite my friends over, or maybe I can just plan a girls' night, paint night, whatever, and I can just make sure I get that time with them. A lot of my friends know each other because I've done this before. I've invited all of my groups of friends together, so they know each other. I feel like this will be a good way for me to have balance, not feel overwhelmed with spending all the time going out with individual people on too much, and it fulfills my need to plan. So I'll probably host or plan something quarterly. Actually, I already have in mind what I'm doing for this quarter. If you guys would like me to share with you, but I will. But yeah, I need to get that done. And then this is going to help me maintain my friendships with the people that I enjoy in my life. You definitely have to put in, reciprocity. And so, they are important to me. And so I want to make sure that I get that time to spend with them and I show that they're important to me. I want to do a family photo shoot. We have not done family photos in a while. I have individual photo shoots every year, but we haven't done a family photo shoot in a while, for a long while. My child was like a child. Now she's an adult. So I have a photographer that I use all the time. I just need to get the family together. We need to synchronize our schedule. And this will be a great memory, especially as a kid. I mean, my daughter's older, my niece and nephew, they're a little older. Just I love photos, and I'll show you guys, I'll do a video on my photo books. But I think this just really captures, like, I look back at my photos when I was a kid, and I just think that, showing the growth, the process would be good, and just to have it all together. I really want to do that. So I would really like a family photo shoot with all of us. I want to say my daughter was maybe like 10 or 11 or 12 when we did the last one. And so with her being 24, I think it's time to do another one with not just my daughter, but my sisters, my niece and nephew, my parents, my grandmother, anybody in Maryland who wants to be a part of this family shoot that is part of my family. I'm down for it. So, we do have a family reunion this year too, so I'm sure we'll take some photos there, but I still want to do another one here. So what are some personal goals of mine? Read and listen to 12 books. I want to take in some things other than TV. I love TV. I love to sit down, like I said, sit down, watch a nice movie, have a glass of wine. I love movies, but I also want to listen to books. I just started listening to books and reading books last year. I mean, I know how to read, but reading like novels. I was always reading self-help books, but I started reading novels last year and I'm obsessed. Okay. So I have Libby, I have some books on Audible that I haven't listened to, and I have my Kindle. I plan on using all those things to read and listen to 12 books. And so if you saw my financial goals, some of those need to be finance books. And then earlier, my spiritual goals, three of those need to be spiritual books. But I plan to do 12 for the year. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to be over because I have three on here for January, and I'm pretty sure I'm at five at this point. So I listened to YNAB, the You Need a Budget book. It was really great. Confess by Colleen Hoover, absolutely amazing. I'm becoming a Colleen Hoover fan. This was like the first novel I read. So if you guys have any recommendations for other novels that I need to read, please put that in the comment box because I'm obsessed. Also, the book that I talked about, Quit Like a Woman by Holly Whitaker, about the dangers of just drinking and why it's not beneficial for your body. So those are my January books. And next month I will update you so you can see what I listened to in February. No real reward for this. I mean, just updating my knowledge, getting away from the TV. I need to do a digital declutter. The next goal is digital declutter. I haven't done anything in January, but I have tons of screenshots of just crap in my phone. I've got tons of pictures that of I don't even know what. I've got, if I looked at my email, I've got tons of emails in my personal email that I need to get rid of, things that I don't no longer need anymore. And so when I see a whole bunch of stuff, I mean, that's the whole purpose of doing the whole 365 things in my house. When I see a bunch of stuff, I just need to get rid of it. I don't like clutter. It overwhelms me. And so I want to do a digital declutter. My phone, my computer, my hard drive, my email, all of those things. So I need to determine what I actually currently have on my phone and set and in my phone and my email, like how many emails do I have, how many pictures, and then I actually need to set a goal. So if I've got like 4,000 emails, my goal is to get down to 1,000 by the end of the year. The same with my phone. The amount of pictures I have, I need to get down to whatever for the end of the year. That's the first part. I actually need to set that goal, find out what I have, set the goal, and then track the progress. It's just a goal right now. I haven't done anything, but the first part of it is going to be determining what I have. That's step one. And I haven't done that yet, but the reward for this is just aware of what's actually on my phone and my emails and not feel like I'm missing something. My next goal is I want to continue my monthly massage envy membership. So I did pay for the membership for 12 months and I want to stick to it. In the past, when I got memberships for things, I would always cancel them. I would always be like, oh my gosh, I can't afford this, or you know what, this money can go somewhere else. Nah, I gotta stop that. Self care is where it is in your 40s. Self care is where it is, and it should have been where it was in my whole entire life, but I didn't do that. So now I plan on prioritizing that. And so sticking to that monthly membership, but actually getting the massage, not allowing these credits to keep rolling over and rolling over, making sure that I'm prioritizing my self care and not feeling guilty about it because that's something that I used to do in the past. So I've already committed to 12 months. And I don't want to cancel after those 12 months because I started this a couple months ago. But if I do cancel, it's going to be because I found another place for better massages. I'm really not in love with the massages yet, but the facials are amazing. And then ultimately, this is just going to be good for self care. In January, because it was my birthday month, I did a massage and facial. And I already have something scheduled for February. So I just want to track this to just make sure if when I set goals, I inclined to keep them and stick to them. And so that's why this is an actual goal. Figure out Notion. Actually, figuring out, let's just change this to like a planning system. I love organization and I'm tired of having everything in multiple places. I got notes on my phone. Notion looks so interesting because there's so much things you can organize. I just haven't sat down to figure it out yet. But I also have a paper planner as well. And so I just need a system. I love my paper for like my daily to-dos, but I know a lot of things like goals and stuff I would love to track digitally. I just need to sit down and do it. I tried it last year, and it didn't work. So again, putting time on my Google Calendar to actually sit down, maybe buy a template from Etsy to start out, and then watch some videos on just trying to get it together. I really think like this is going to help me get a lot of things organized as far as like my goals, some of the other things that I'm doing with my businesses. Tracking things that I'm doing for church all in one place. That's what I want. Instead of laptop, phone, planner, other computer. I just need all this stuff in one place. So I have not looked into this yet. January, a lot of nothing happened, but it is a goal that needs to happen before the end of the year. And then my annual photo shoot. I went on a journey. I think I started in maybe 2019, 2020 of just, actually, it was probably 2019 of just a confidence journey. I used to hate taking pictures. I always felt uncomfortable in my skin. It was just never a thing for me. And so in 2019, I believe it was 2019, I had a photo shoot every month. Two of those I paid, a professional photographer at the beginning of the year and the end of the year. And then I had a friend, I was helping her with her budgets. She was taking pictures of me. And so just to get my confidence up, that's all that was about. Just learning to like look at myself and being okay. When people would take pictures with me, I just didn't even want to look at the picture. I didn't want to be that person like, no, take it again, take it again, take it again, take it again, because I didn't like how I looked. I just be like, whatever. Because I know I wasn't really comfortable in what I looked like and I didn't care. So now I'm just caring and I actually want to show up for myself. And just, I've been working on that over the past couple of years and I want to continue that, having my annual photo shoot for myself. I already have a photographer who I absolutely love. I just need to schedule a day with her. I'll probably do that in the spring and I'll share those pictures with you. But it just helps improve my confidence. Seeing what I look like in clothes, that is also, helps me kind of just on this see the difference in my body from lifting weights and all that other stuff. So um, I haven't done anything with that. Like I said, this will probably be a more spring thing, but it's part of my goals so that I can make sure that I do it. Let's talk a little bit about fun and recreation. Trips. I like to be outside. I like to take a plane and go somewhere. So, what are the trips that I have planned for 2024? I love traveling. Um, Planning these trips guarantees that they will actually happen. I'm a 100% planner. I'm not a spontaneous person when it comes to trips because I ain't got money on the side just to sit there, and I'm not putting things on my credit card either. So, in order to pay for these things and have money for spending, I plan all my trips in advance. I plan to accomplish this by sticking to my why not budget and tracking them. If you've seen in my sinking funds budget, I have a area for all of these trips. And it's honestly the piece of having money set aside for these trips and not going there knowing that I got to pay somebody back because I've overspent or whatever. So, what are the trips? My birthday cruise, which has been accomplished. Then I have a family reunion coming up, family vacation. I also plan to go to Dallas and Atlanta. So, those are all the trips that I have planned for right now. And I'm on track to actually, be saving for them. My next goal is to go to two Ravens games. I am a Ravens fan, a Ravens nation. I really enjoy football, and going to live games is a lot of fun. I'm not at that level where I can get season passes yet, but as long as I can go to live games regularly, at least once or twice a year, I'm happy. This is a goal because it's something I got to pay for, and it's something that ain't cheap because I don't sit up top. I don't sit up top. And it's something I got to save for. So I want to make sure it's a goal so that I can track the money that I'm setting aside for this. As you see, I haven't been setting money aside for it, but I will get there because this is important to me. So I will tell you this. I already know the two games that I'm going to go to. Is game one is me and my friends go to Battle of the Beltway, Ravens versus Washington, whatever they are, Redskins, Commandos, whatever. Anyway, my friends are Commandos friends. I have friends that are Ravens fans. This is a girls' day thing. We actually enjoy it. That's the goal for that. Then I saw coming up that the Ravens are going to be playing the Raiders, and my dad has been a Raiders fan all his life. And so this will probably be a family game going to that game. So those are the two games that I plan on going to. I need to save up for that because I like to sit in the 100 section. The reward is a good time. Like I said, I love watching it at home, but watching it in person, being around a crowd of people just cheering and screaming, it's so much fun. Having a good time with my family and friends, so much fun. Go to Toby's Dinner Theater. I have been to two or three shows overall. Last year I went to two shows. I went with one with my friends and then one with my daughter, and I really enjoyed them. I wanted to get the season pass, but they were sold out. But I want to make sure that I at least attend one show. They are doing Beauty and the Beast, and I want to make sure I get a ticket to see that at Toby Center Theater. They do a really good job, so I really need to look at the schedule, and I need to just book it and go. Google Calendar, put it in the budget. It's really not that expensive, but I got a plan for that. I think it's like 80 something dollars. And I need to also see who else wants to go with me. So that's a self care thing, something that I thoroughly enjoy watching plays and musicals and all that other stuff. So it's on my goals because it's something that I want to be intentional about. And we've already talked about my financial goals, but I'll show you the status of these goals as of the end of January. So get to emergency fund to 10K. As of the end of January, I had 6,772 and 31 cents. Increase my financial literacy. I listened to the book YNAB, You Need a Budget. It was good. Pretty much all the things that I learned on YouTube already because I absolutely love the app, but I'm glad I actually read the book. Set aside $5,000 for plastic surgery. I have not set aside a thing because I'm working on other financial goals first. Increase my TSP contributions by $125 per check. I haven't started that because I have some other financial goals first. $5,000 towards my blessings contribution. So I said I was going to do a 100 envelope challenge and use the cash that I get from my sister-in-law income. And I'm looking over here because I have the challenge here. So on TikTok, I saw baddies and budgets, and I got this cute 100 envelope challenge. And throughout January, I have actually just been throwing cash in there, but I have not counted it. So I'm not even going to worry about counting it. I will update that in February and let you know how much I have towards that goal. Paying off my ideal image, which is for my laser hair removal. It started at $36.50 and I am down to $34.90.85. I have financed that for 24 months at 0% interest. The goal is to pay that off early. Like, I would love to pay that off by the summer. That's a lot of money to pay off by the summer, but we're gonna make it work. And that's it for my 2024 goals. Thank you guys for joining me. And I plan to do updates on these goals every month just to hold myself accountable. Because, like I said before, throughout the years, especially during the pandemic, things just kind of fell off track. But I plan on getting back on track this year. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.